Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. William Saliba not planning to sign a new Arsenal contract. Arsenal fans may be a little concerned about reports coming from France, with Get French Football News claiming that William Saliba currently has no intention of signing a new contract at the Emirates. Saliba's future has been a talking point almost since the moment he arrived in North London. He's yet to make his debut for the Gunners 3 years after his £27 million move. It did appear that may change this coming season. Saliba has now returned from a loan spell with Marseille and he appears to be in Mikel Arteta's plans. That has not stopped the speculation. Marseille would like to bring the defender back to Stade Velodrome, and reports have suggested that Arsenal are eyeing Maxence Lacroix if he leaves. They also have Josko Gavardiol on the radar. Some Arsenal supporters may take exception to reports claiming that they are looking at possible replacement for Saliba, but it seems that the club may have good reason. According to Get French Football News, Saliba has no intention of signing a new contract at Arsenal. It's claimed that no move is likely in the coming weeks. His situation is set to become clearer once the Premier League season has begun, and with that, any bid from Marseille is unlikely to come before the final stages of August. In fairness, Saliba's stance is not necessarily as dramatic as it initially sounds. He has had a difficult time since moving to Arsenal, despite being labelled an extraordinary talent, and he has 2 years left on his deal, so of course he may be choosing to hold fire on signing a new contract until he sees how he features in Mikel Arteta's plans. The Gunners also have Ben White and Gabriel, so there is a chance that he will not start regularly. There is no point extending his contract if he has concerns about his long-term future, and Arsenal do not need to rush into a decision either. Agent says Arsenal star Lucas Torreira has an agreement with Gattuso to join Valencia. Arsenal midfielder Lucas Torreira has an agreement to join Gattuso at Valencia, claims his agent Pablo Bentancur. The Uruguayan joined Arsenal from Sampdoria 4 years ago. After an exceptional debut campaign and a difficult second season, Mikel Arteta sent him out on loan. Torreira spent the 2021 campaign at Atletico Madrid and won the league title there. Last season, he played for Fiorentina, and his performances in Italy were really impressive. The Italian outfit decided against signing Torreira on a permanent deal, which has forced him to return to Arsenal. However, it's no secret at all that he wants to leave. At the end of last month, Torreira came out and claimed that there is no way he will stay at Arsenal beyond the end of the summer transfer window. He revealed that he was told by the Gunners that there was no place for him, but it looks like Arteta has changed his mind now. The Uruguayan was called up to be a part of Arsenal's pre-season tour in the United States, but Torreira's heart looks like it's somewhere else. His agent revealed yesterday that there is already a pre-agreement with the new Valencia boss Gattuso, who wants to sign him this summer. Torreira has travelled with the Arsenal squad to the United States for their upcoming games against Everton, Orlando City and Chelsea. It seems very clear that he wants to move on this summer, and considering that he has entered the final year of his contract, there is a very good chance that he will be sold. However, Arsenal are still in the market looking for a new central midfielder and are yet to close a deal for any of their reported targets. If Torreira gets an opportunity in the upcoming games and really impresses, Arteta may well decide to keep hold of him. Mikel Arteta is now keeping a close eye on Chelsea defender Levi Colwill. According to the Daily Mail, Arsenal are among a number of Premier League sides interested in signing young Chelsea defender Levi Colwill this summer. If there is one thing the Gunners have done since Mikel Arteta's arrival, it's focus on young players. Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe have established themselves as two of the best youngsters in the Premier League, while the likes of Charlie Patino, Miguel Aziz, Folarin Balogun, and most recently, Walters, have all been given a chance as well. Keeping faith in youngsters is clearly working for Arteta, which is probably why he's looking to sign another really talented young player, this time from a direct London rival. The report claims that clubs in the Premier League have been alerted that Chelsea could be willing to let go of Colwill on a permanent deal in the coming weeks. Leicester City have been named as the most interested clubs, while the likes of Southampton, Everton and Arsenal are also said to be admirers of the talented 19-year-old central defender. The report further reveals that Arteta is keeping tabs on Colwill following his fantastic loan spell at Huddersfield Town last season, but it's Brendan Rodgers who seems the most keen at this moment in time. The teenager, who's yet to make his senior competitive debut for Chelsea, has 3 years left on his contract. Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal-linked Lisandro Martinez is about to join Manchester United. Arsenal have been heavily linked with a move to sign Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez this summer, but it looks like the Argentine is on his way to Manchester United now. The priority for the Gunners before the transfer window opened was a new striker and a central midfielder. However, reports then led us to believe that Mikel Arteta is really pushing for a left-sided defender as well. Ajax star Martinez, branded as an excellent player, was quickly named by multiple outlets as Arsenal's priority target for that position, and the Gunners even tabled a few bids to try and get the deal over the line. Sadly for Arteta, Edu, and everyone else at Arsenal, it looks like they have missed out. Arsenal and Manchester United are the two clubs who have been really pushing to sign Martinez for a few weeks now. The Gunners were first to make the move, but as soon as the Red Devils came into the picture, it seemed likely that they would win the race only because of Erik ten Hag, who brought Martinez to Ajax and helped him develop into one of the best defenders in the Eredivisie League. Now, Fabrizio Romano has revealed that it's just a matter of time before Manchester United will seal the deal for Martinez, who will be a fine signing for them. Arteta and Edu will now have to find another player as an alternative to Martinez. It definitely won't be easy, but Arsenal just need someone just as good, if not better. Arsenal confident of agreeing personal terms with Paqueta. Journalist Ben Jacobs has claimed on Twitter that Arsenal feel confident that they can agree personal terms with Lucas Paqueta, while Lyon will consider offers of around £50 million for the Brazilian. Paqueta is wanted by a couple of Premier League sides after a superb season in League One. He scored 11 goals and contributed 7 assists in all competitions. Reports recently claimed that Arsenal are in talks with Lyon about a possible move for the 24-year-old. Mikel Arteta, meanwhile, has given a move for Paqueta his approval. It has been suggested that Lyon could demand £67.5 million for the attacking midfielder, but Jacobs has now claimed that they may not be the case. The journalist has now reported that Lyon could accept £55 million for Paqueta. They have accepted that he wishes to move on this summer. Meanwhile, he added that Arsenal are optimistic about the chances of agreeing personal terms with the player himself. Paqueta's form was deemed amazing last season, and Arsenal are already putting together an impressive contingent of Brazilian players. Paqueta would not find it difficult to settle in North London. Clearly, Lyon are still demanding a huge amount for the player. He would still become one of the club's most expensive signing ever. Arsenal may be hoping that agreeing personal terms with Paqueta may open the door for a further compromise over the asking price. Lyon have accepted that he wishes to leave, and they will surely be wary of keeping him if he is unhappy. West Ham want Tielemans, but he'd rather move elsewhere. Dean Jones has told Give Me Sport that West Ham want Yuri Tielemans, but are underdogs against the likes of Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal in the battle for his signature. Tielemans' future remains up in the air this summer. It had appeared as the end of last season approached that he may end up making a swift move to the Emirates. Reports claimed that Arsenal and Tielemans were confident about a £40 million move going through. However, the Gunners have left the door open for other sides to come in. It has been suggested again that Mikel Arteta's men plan to ramp up interest in the Belgian in the coming weeks, but they do face competition. Jones has suggested that West Ham are now monitoring Tielemans as David Moyes look to improve on 2 superb years at the London Stadium. However, the journalist admitted that the Belgian would prefer to move to North London in this window. Tielemans would certainly be a fantastic signing for the Hammers. He did struggle a little more with Leicester last season, but there is absolutely no doubt just how much quality he possesses. It did appear that speculation surrounding his future may have had an impact on his performances for the Foxes, so his admirers can hope that he can get back on track once he has moved on. Tielemans is an incredible midfielder with an extremely high ceiling. Obviously, It would currently appear that the Irons are underdogs in the battle to sign Tielemans, but the longer he remains available, the more possible a move to West Ham surely becomes. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.